Nobody's here yet. That's okay. It's all right. Ah, who's there? Good morning, Barbara. Hey, B. What's happening, girlfriend? Nice to see you guys. Well, you know, can't really see you, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Hey, listen. Today we're adding some upper body. So I'm not home, so I don't even have my weights with me, but I'm using soup cans. Hey, Paula. Hi, Janice. Hi, sweetie. Hey, Lisa. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, my friends. So listen, you guys, we're going to be doing some upper body also. Not a huge amount, but, you know, working for endurance. I don't have my weights with me where I am, so I'm using cans. All right? 2 cans. So if you can find them, you have a few minutes before we start, and you can get your cans and you can do your thing. Okay, who else is there? Catherine! I hear that beat. Hey, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lisa. Hi, Virginia. Marguerite, what's happening, girlfriend? Nice. I miss you guys. Look at my little shorts. I figured I'd wear shorts today, right? Why not? Okay, listen, you guys. I think all of you so far, you've been in my class before. Just looking at other names popping up right now. Susan, hi, Susan. So just make sure that you've got something to hold on to pull away from. All right, really important. For those of you just tuning in, either get some light weights. Anything up to about 5 pounds, and even 5 pounds might be, you know, a little bit much depending how much upper body work you've been doing. I don't have that size weights with me, so I'm just using cans, and cans are great. So whatever you can find, whatever you can do, make sure you've got something, okay? Let's see who else is there. Hey, Stacy, you're new. Stacy, awesome, welcome, welcome. Stacy, make sure that you've got something to anchor your weight upon, okay? Like I've got a bar, but you could use a railing, you can use a staircase. You can place your hands like right in the kitchen sink, you know? Make sure that you're able to pull your weight back. Really, really important, okay? If you want to wear shoes, great. If you don't want to wear shoes, that's fine. For those of you, if you can grab them, you guys, you've got like another 2 minutes. Grab 2 of the same cans, or if you have weights, that would be awesome. Just make sure they're really light weights because we're going to be doing a lot of repetitions, okay? Who else is here? Kim Chrisman. Hey, girl. Good morning, Fran. Kim Chrisman. This is really cool. I hope you guys got to hear my Imagine song yesterday that I did with Todd over at Barnacles. That was it was absolutely beautiful day, and yeah, that was really nice doing that. Who else is here? Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. And Lorraine. Yeah, we're gonna do some upper body. Lorraine, we are so, hi Tracy, hi Sherry. So I'm in a different place than my usual workout, so I don't have all my different weights with me. So make sure that you either have a pair of light weights, really light weights, or for those of you just chiming in, this is when you go for your Progresso soup cans, okay? Because they're about like 2 pounds, 3 pounds. So make sure you've got that. So yes, we'll get to the upper body and the lower body. Good morning, Catherine and Sherry. Awesome, you guys. So one more time, just before we start in like 30 seconds. And you got here, Karen Mansfield. Wow, Karen Mansfield, singer. Amazing, amazing. Make sure you've got something to hold on to. It's got to be able to hold your weight, you guys. All right, you've got to be able to have something to hold your weight. Okay, I'm taking off my glasses. We're ready to go. Let's do a warm-up. Here we go. Legs are wide, shoulders down, relaxed. Abdominals are engaged. Sit down a little bit lower. Put all the weight on the heels. Even though you're dropping down, think of your pelvic floor pulling up. And the arms. 2 counts up, 2 counts down, and again. Add the thighs. Push off the floor. Sit into your heels. Push off the floor. Double time. Let's go. 8. Really basic, you guys. Really basic. Don't lock the knees. 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Take your head this way. Center it out this way. Center it out. Good. Shoulders forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side to side this way. Here. Great. Arms, reach, reach, let's go. 8. Now I'm kind of low in my thighs. 4 more. 4, just warming up the body. Now I'm gonna reach across the body, But notice, I'm still facing forward with my shoulders. Yeah? 4, 3, 2, now reach to me. Reach, reach, reach. Both arms, here. Legs come in, here. Very basic. 8, 4, 3, 2, from here, squat down for 2. I'm gonna turn slightly. Sit back, pull it up. Drive your hips back, pull it up. Now as you go back, make sure your ribs are being held. Weight on the heels. Neck relaxed. Breathing out an exertion. Now I'm doing a bicep curl, tricep extension. Bicep curl, tricep extension. One more time. Now double down. Think 8, 7. Weight on the heels of your feet. 4, 3, 2 more. Hold it here, hands down. Round the spine for 2, sit back. Round the spine, sit back. Roll up on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach up. Right onto the toes for 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Get to the bar. Now I'm going to come back this way so you can see. My feet directly under my shoulders, hands on the bar. Now my feet are about hip width apart, shoulders down. Now I'm going to make pretend I'm wearing a corset. And I'm really engaging my ribs the whole time. Now I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks up. I'm going to squeeze them up. I'm going to put weight on the heels of my feet, although my feet and the weight is neutral. And I'm going to hold this position. Now, for me personally, I know I got to bring my feet a little bit forward. So my back is flat, shoulders down, and this is my imaginary chair. I'm going to hold this position so that you can muscle memory it. Put this in your head. You're going to come back to this each and every time. Now I'm going to push off my feet and I'm going to come straight up. Elbows relaxed. Squeeze the butt on one. Drop to where you were. Squeeze the butt. Pull it up. Do it again. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Drop down. Hold the position. Push off. Squeeze the butt. Keep going. You're going to turn this down a little bit. Squeeze. Pull it up. Squeeze the butt. Drop it down. Squeeze the butt. Up you go. Again, squeeze the butt. Hold. Now pulse. 3, 2, push off. And squeeze the butt cheeks. Drop. Pulse, 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 lift. Squeeze the butt. Drop. Pulse, 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 lift. Good. Squeeze the butt. Down. And pulse down, down. One more time. Squeeze the butt. Drop. Now you're going to pulse, pulse, and you're going to stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Take your thighs and you're going to squeeze them together. In the neutral. So it looks like this. In the neutral. Okay? Now you're in that 90-degree imaginary chair. Now keep your feet flat. Don't let them roll. Yeah? So it's an isometric contraction, but your inner thighs are now working. And I'm now going to take my weight and drop down as I squeeze, 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 down. Keep your back flat, back flat. Last 8, 7, good morning, 6. Last set for 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to hold here. Thinking deeply into your quadricep and glute. Push off for 4 slowly. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Your feet are going to be a little bit wider. Hip width and maybe a touch out. Now we're going to concentrate on hamstring and glute. Just like before, squeeze your butt cheeks. Squeeze them so they lift and they pull together. Fall back. Whatever your anchor is, put your weight away from it and find your squat. Find your squat. Now stay there. Stay there. And come a little bit closer. There we go. Now, notice my knees never go in front of my toes. Ever. Ever. Never go in front of the toes. Hold this position. Now, your ribs are engaged. I want you to think that on the floor is an imaginary mirror looking up at everything. So you want to really compress and engage your ribs. Now you're still in this isometric contraction. I want you to sit in your heels and drop down lower. Now push all the way up. Like before, squeeze on 1. Drop. Stay there, push off the heels and come up. Good. Squeeze the butt. Fall back. Hold the position, squeeze and lift. Squeeze Squeeze the butt. Drop back. Now, pulse, 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 lift. Squeeze the butt. Fall back. Now, pulse. Bend those knees. Lift up. Push off the heels. Squeeze. Drop. Pulse, 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 lift. Squeeze the butt. Drop back. Pulse. We're going to do it one more time. Squeeze the butt. Drop back. Now stay here. Stay here. Isometric contraction. Second set. Now similar to the beginning, on the way down, you're going to do little contractions, small movements. I'm going to face you this way, but this time, open the thighs. Now, my feet are flat, but I'm offering a slight rotation out. Now, you're going to feel that all the way across those sits bones and right at the attachment of those hamstrings to the glute. So you're sitting back, your feet are flat, and you should really be feeling this in your glute now. Ribs are held. Let's go. 8, a little bit deeper. 7, open those thighs. So really try to open those thighs like a door handle, Last 4, 3, 2. Now make sure that your knees are now facing forward. You're forward. Now push up halfway, sit. Up halfway, sit. Up halfway. If you have something that you can really trust, let go. Let go. Fall back. Fall back. 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Beautiful work. Let's move on. We're now going to go into external rotation, neutral hip placement, releve, and extension, okay? Now your feet are hip width. Going back to the squat, 2 down, 2 up. Down for 2 and up for 2. This part's easy now, correct? Because you've got this. Now we're going to add on to this. So I want you to think 2 counts down, 2 counts up. And just because you know it, don't make it easy. Grip your butt on the way back. Grip your butt on the way up. Yes? And on the way up, remember, use the muscles all inside your thighs. Think of that Suzanne Sommer Thigh Master from the 70s and squeeze those thighs together on the way up. Continue doing this. You're going to see a change. All right, down for 2, rotate, attitude, rotate, down, let's go, 2, passe, attitude, passe, let's talk about it, parallel hip, external rotation, parallel hip, down for 2, up, passe, attitude, rotate those hips forward, down, neutral, up, facing forward, rotate, turn it under again, sit back, facing forward, rotate out, turn it under, sit back down, facing forward. But when you face forward, you have that rotation of that passe position. Now, for those more advanced, offer a releve. Sit down on the heel, back to releve. Sit down on the heels, back to releve. Sit down on the heel, releve again. Sit back down, passe, attitude, passe. Make your choice. Whatever you want to do. You want to go on your toes? Go on your toes. Sit back down. passe. Attitude, fall back. Rotate it under. Sit back. Rotate. Attitude. Rotate under. One more time. Sit back. Attitude. Hold it here. Take the leg that is above, and you're going to rotate that hip. Rotate that hip. Up and around. Up and around. So you're going away from me. Bring it up, push it back. Up, push it back. Up. Now keep going. Make sure that your ribs and your spine is not moving. You have to have some stabilization and movement. But in general, remember that mirror? Hold everything up away from that mirror. 5 more. 4. Rotate around. 3. Rotate around. 3. 2. Hold it up. I'm going to face more towards the wall here. In other words, forward. And I'm going to bend my front knee. And I'm going to lift. Lift this elevated thigh. So I'm really making my ribs and my hips work. Down for 2. Up and sit back. Up. 2 more. Sit back. Up. 1 more. Hold it here. Second set. Rotate. 8. And we'll do this all on the second side of, obviously. My back will be to you for that. 3, 2, and bring that leg down. Now, round over. That's a lot of work on your hips. Pull it up. Feet are hip width. Second set. Down for 2, up for 2. By now, you're a pro at this. You got this. You got this. Now, the second change is I'm going to work the leg closest to you. Leg closest to you. Keep going. Down for 2, up for 2. Now the leg is going, and the hip is going to rotate. Rotate out, rotate in, okay? And that's what this exercise is. Now, 1 more set. Everyone, take your leg closest to me. And on the way down, you're going to hold. I call this the skim and slide. Skim and slide. This is the count of 1. I'm going to take that leg, rotate the hip, turn it under. So my inner thigh now is facing up. I'm going to circle the floor and bring it back down, then come up. So it's down for 2. Rotate. Skim the floor. Lift up. Pull coupe. Down for 2. It's a ballet turn. Rotate. Coupe. Good. Skim the floor. Rotate, skin. Rotate, skin. Coupe releve if you want to. Out for 2. Rotate that thigh. Rotate again. So it's knee facing down, thigh facing out, thigh facing down. Coupe releve if you wish. Rotate. Out. Lift. And again. Out for 2. This is why you've got to make sure you've got a good anchor for your weight. 2 more. Rotate. Bring it down. This time I'm not going to releve. I'm just going to coupe. Out for 2. Rotate. Out. 1 more time. Rotate. Hold it here. Now I'm going to drop down for 2. And as I drop down, I'm lifting that leg towards you. Now I'm going to take my arm closest to you. And I'm gonna lean into that arm to help with my weight. Out for 2, good. Out for 2, hold, pull it up. Out for 2, hold, pull it up, touch the floor. Every time you flex down, pull your ribs in so you're working your core. I'm feeling my core muscles like crazy. 2 more, 1 more, hold it here and bring it up. Once again, round over. Breathe out, roll up. Next section. Stand back just a little bit. I'm going to move a little bit further away. Up on your toes, everybody. High on your toes. We're still going to concentrate on the leg closest to you. Both hands on whatever you have to anchor. And I don't care about height, so don't even lift the leg high. You don't have to. Our best. Now put that heel down. Take the hand closest to you, lean into it, and this time drop forward. Now, you can't see, but I flexed my elevated leg. My hips are not parallel. I am holding this position as a standing plank. Standing plank. So in other words, that imaginary mirror, I'm really holding my ribs up nice and high. I'm going to take that top leg, flex the leg slightly, then press out. Flex the whole leg down, then press out. Flex, press, flex, press. So as I bring the top leg in, I straighten the other leg. Really getting deep into that butt. Leaning into the arm closest to you. One more. Hold the elevated leg up. Take that leg and circle. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Small circles. 4, 3, 2, and bring the leg down. Take that leg that we have been working so hard with extension. Put it in front and down from your shoulders. The leg furthest from you, the heel is high. This is what I call the Shermanator. We're now going to go into deep flexion. Hold on. And sit back, pull your weight back. Now my knees are pretty much in line with each other. They're in line with each other. My hips are square. In other words, don't sit into one hip. I call those typewriter hips. Center your hips. Hold your ribs up. The mirror doesn't lie. All right. I'm going to take my arm furthest from you and put it out to help with the weight. 2 counts down. Sit back. Push off halfway. Sit back. Push off halfway. Now sit back. Now push all the way up. Sit back. Push all the way up. Sit back, engage your feet and push off the floor. Sit back, engage and push off. Sit back. Push off that heel of this leg and the ball of the foot on the other leg. I'm going to shorten the move halfway up. drive back, halfway up. Share your weight. Share your weight. Now, you may stay here. I would say this is best for a level 1 person, someone who has not done this too much. If you're going to stay here, you're still working really hard. For my level 2 people, the leg that's furthest from you is going to elevate, lift, and press up as you pull down. Now I'm leaning towards the working leg, the leg that's elevated. Drop down, and not much of a recovery. Sit back. Sit back. Elevated leg only. 8. And the other leg. It's 8. Drop. Down. Down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round over. It's a lot of work. Round the spine, roll up. Last exercise before we take a short break and go to the arms. Now, so far we've done inner thigh, outer thigh, glute, hip flexor, trunk, spinal extensors, hamstring, quad, calves. Now we're going to work primarily outer hip. Now you have to take your body and you're going to tilt. You're going to tilt. Now, see here where I'm grabbing this side? I'm going to also work my trunk. I'm going to work my obliques, my internal obliques. And see how I pulled these up? I'm going to keep them there. The top leg is just hanging out right now. This hip is also working hard to stabilize. Take the top leg, lift up a little, away from me slightly, down a little, forward to where you started, up, back a little, down a little, and I call this the square. Let's go to the rhythm, up, back, down, slightly forward, up. Now don't forget your obliques. Hold those obliques up. And up, cross, down, forward. Up, over, obliques lifted, always. 2 more. Now the next set, my back will be to you, but you'll remember this exercise. Let's go. Up for 2. Squeeze in, slightly flex those knees. Pull those ribs up. Contract those obliques. Contract those obliques. Contract. And again. 1 more. Hold it up. All the way down. Awesome, you guys. Round over. Roll up. We are on time. Take a sip of water right now. Get whatever you've got. I'm drinking coffee. But I do have my water and I've had lots of water. Okay. Now comes just a little bit of upper body work. Once again, I forgot to bring my lighter weights. So I'm not going to use heavy weights. I won't do it. This is it's called some maximal endurance. Lots of reps, mixed ranges of emotions. I'm using 2 cans. If you don't have anything, just use your arm movement. I'm going to come back here, shoulders down, Always have your corset on, all right? Compress and engage your ribs. Now I'm going to start with this arm, always. Now I want you to take that arm and I want you to lift it just a little. Now take the other arm and match where it is. I'm now going to lift up to shoulder level and I'm going to bring them all the way down. I'm going to call this small, small. Full range of motion all the way down. Small, small range. Full range of motion all the way down. To the rhythm. Small, small, full range, down. So what's going to happen, even though these are really light weights, I'm going to trick you. We're going to trick those muscles so that they fatigue and overload. Now people always want to have tone and definition. What is the difference? What does that mean? Well, actually, tone is dependent upon definition. That's a state where the muscles, through work, have been aesthetically shaped. And the fat layer around those muscles is low enough so that that definition shows. So you must have tone to have definition. You must have a low body fat to show tone, all right? So this is your combination one. Real basic, right? Real basic. Single, single, let's go. Now we're going into our full range of motion here. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. Ribs are held. Now let's go to bilateral move, both arms. We're going to full range now. And this combination is going to be the same thing to the side and to the back, okay? All right, two more. Hold it up at the full range. Hold, 2, 3, slightly down. Make sure you're always pressing through space. Muscle propels movement. Movement should not propel muscle. So don't use momentum to get there. Nice work, everybody. 2 more times. 1 more time. Now we're going to take this arm, bring it to the side. Give it small, small, full range of motion, down. Beautiful. Small range, full range, down. To the rhythm. Small, small, full. And cans of soup never felt so challenging, right? Small, small, full range, and small. Are you still compressing and contracting and engaging your abdominal region? Sure you are. Good. 2 more. 1 more time. We're going to take single, single arms. Let's go. Full range. Now as you lift the arm, pull your shoulder down. Pull your shoulder down. Add both arms now. Let's go. Breathing out on exertion. Knees relaxed. Face relaxed. Hold both arms up for 3 counts. Hold. 2, 3. Squeeze down. Squeeze up. 2, 3. Squeeze down. Squeeze up. Squeeze down. Squeeze up. Squeeze down. 2 more. 1 more. Medial deltoids. Good. I'm going to turn this way. So far we've worked anterior, medial, now we're going to do posterior deltoids. Then we got to get back to the legs. Shoulders down, and I'm going to sit slightly back. Now as I sit slightly back, I'm going to bring my arms a little bit forward so they're underneath my shoulders. A little bit different combination. Both arms hold and stay there. Now, my ribs are really held. I'm not letting anything fall forward. All right, bring it down to where you started. Let's go. Hold. 2, 3, and now squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your blades together. And posterior your delts. You'll also feel tricep here, obviously. Now 3 small pulses. 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1. Do it again. This is a pre-exhauster before you would work tricep, but we don't have time for everything today, you guys. Let's go. Pulse, squeeze, bigger, and pulse, pulse, lift up, and pulse, pulse, lift up, and pulse, pulse. Single move for 8. Get down deeper. Hold your ribs up more. Now keep those arms up. Keep them up. Don't go all the way forward. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and sitting up. Put your weights or cans down. Shake out your hands. Bring the arms up and around. Do it again. Other way, opposite. One more. Shake it out, bring the shoulders forward, back, forward, back, forward, and back. Take your head this way and hold. Drop this shoulder. Other side, drop this shoulder. Good. Grab onto the bar. This time, start with your legs very, very tight. Very, very tight together. Squeeze your butt. Hold this position. Stay here. Rearrange your feet if you have to. Imaginary chair. Legs and feet together. Stay here. 90 degree. Try to come down a little more. Good. 2 counts. Down for 2. Up a little. Down for 2. Up a little. Down for 2. Squeeze those thighs together. Ribs are held. Down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. Up for 2. And hold. And just stay. Keep the feet together. Open the thighs. Drop down. Keep those feet flat. It's hard to do it this way, but as I'm dropping down, I'm opening my legs, opening my knees. Pull my thighs apart. Let's go. 8, 7. Feet are flat. 4, 3, 2. Hold the thighs together and drop down and hold. Up on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come a little closer. Feet are hip width. Fall back. Fall back and stay. Remember this? Remember this? Stay in this position. Stay in this position. Now sit back. Let go. Back. Bend the knees. Sit. Bend the knees. Sit. Bend the knees. Sit. Work that butt. Work the thighs. 4, 3, 2. Hold. Pull it all the way up. We're going to come back to this. Turn around. Take your inside leg. Bring it forward. Come up on your toes. Bend your knees and hold. Ribs are absolutely straight line. Place your hand wherever you want. We're not going to do too much here. Down for 2. Up, squeeze. Down for 2. Squeeze up. Open. Share your weight between your toes. For those who want, hold your arms out. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Open the thighs. Open. Squeeze. And again. And again. Open. Open the hips like a door handle. Pulsate. 8, 7, 6. Open. 3, 2, hold. Put your heels down. Take your leg inside. Bring it back. Take your front leg forward. Lift. And 2 counts down. Down for 2. Now your hips are absolutely facing me. You want to do this without the bar? That's up to you. Or whatever you've got. You want your arms down? Go down. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up. Working really, really well into those quads and inner thighs. My abdominals are really active right now. Really active. And open those hips. Give me 8. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3. Squeeze up. Do it again. Last 8. Last 3, 2. Squeeze up. Face the bar. 2 counts down into a flexion. Passe. Attitude. Passe. 2 counts back. Let's do it slow. Down for 2. Passe. Looks like this. Then attitude. Passe again. To the rhythm. Down for 2. Passe. Attitude. Sit back. Rotate. Parallel. Passe. Neutral. Rotate externally. Turn it under. Down for 2. Passe. Sit back. Rotate. Sit back. Rotate the hip. External rotation. Rotate under. Sit back. Hips are square. Hips are rotated. Turn it under again. Down for 2. You want to releve? That's up to you. Feet down. Releve if you want. Heel back down. Releve if you want. Down for 2. Releve if you want. Sit back down. Releve if you want. This time, you're going to hold. I'm now taking my thigh that's elevated. I'm rotating around. Up and around. Up and around. My front knee is relaxed. My ribs are held. I'm now going to bend that front knee, slowly lifting that back thigh. I'm pulling away from the bar. Keep going. Pulling away from the bar. Keep going. And again. Pulling away from the bar and pulling away from the bar as I lift up my top leg and elevate. Second set rotations, up and around, up and around, up and around. Notice my front knee is relaxed, up and around, circles, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, round over, roll up. Next section, skim and rotate under. Hands are on the bar, shoulders are down. Bend both knees, oh I'm sorry, I lied. Take your leg close to, furthest from me, from you, furthest from you. And you're going to pull back. I'm now going to rotate that leg so that my thigh is rotated, inner thigh is facing the ceiling. I'm going to circle close to the floor, sit back, and come up into what's called a coupe. I'm going to go back for 2. Rotate that thigh. Rotate under, coupe, straight up. Parallel thigh to the ground, thigh to the ceiling. Knee to the floor and up. Knee to the floor. Rotate that hip. I'm going to releve this time with that coupe. That's up to you. Out for 2. Rotate that thigh. Out for 2. Coupe. Now I'm not going to releve anymore. That's up to you if you want to. And out for 2. Rotate that thigh. Rotate under. And coupe. Down for 2. Rotate. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to drop down for 2. Up just a little. Now I'm going to take that arm way out here. I'm going to lean into it. And I'm going to elevate that thigh, then pull it up. Elevate that thigh, then pull it up. And as I elevate, I'm really pulling into my hips. I'm sorry, pulling into my abdominals, pulling them up. And again, sit back away from your anchor. Pull your ribs away from the floor. Good. You're going to hold it right here. And lift up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to round your spine. Let your hamstrings and lower back relax. Now roll up. You're going to stand back a little bit. Continuing on this hip and glute. Releve. I don't care about the level and height. I want precision and position. Arabesque. Now, I'm going to lean slightly forward. My arm furthest from you, I'm leaning into it. My hips are not square. Standing plank, my ribs are held. I'm going to take that top leg and drop it from the hip, then press away with my heel. I'm going to go down for 2, push away for 2, down for 2, push away for 2, down for 2, push away for 2. Add the front leg. Up a little, press down, bend that front knee. Up a little, extend that top leg as you flex that front knee. Beautiful work. So your hips are full time here. Abdominals are absolutely active. One more. Hold it. Now circle. Up and around. Top leg. Up and around. Top leg. Push your heel away from your body. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, bring that leg down. Beautiful. So you've done all that extension. Now we go into flexion with the Shermanator. Your knees are in line. You're going to sit back. You're going to share your weight. Share your weight. No typewriter hips, okay? Take the arm closest to you. Put some weight into it so your hips are square. Ribs are held, shoulders down. 2 counts down. Sit down and push off. Now, when you sit down, I'm really sitting into that ball of the foot and the heel on my front leg, activating everything, glute, hip, inner thigh, everything is activated here. Let's go. Down for 2, up for 2. This is called a closed chain exercise. Fall back, up a little, fall back and down, then up a little. Now level 1 friends can stay here. Level 2 friends, let's go. Elevate. And. So you have one hip extending, one hip flexing. Four. Really squeeze. Level 1 and level 2, still working. Hold it here. Elevated leg. Now, if you're in level 1, you would be doing double time here, okay? Level 2. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1, round over. Rolling up. Now, I'm gonna have to turn away from you. So listen, then we're gonna stretch. Okay, we're now gonna have to go towards the bar. Now, my oblique, the one closest to the floor, is pulling away from the floor. Isometric contraction. Take that elevated leg, lift up, back a little, squeeze the butt, down a little, forward a little to where you started, up a little, back a little, down a little, forward a little. Let's go, up, back, down a little, forward a little, up, back. Your leg does not have to be straight. Up and down, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, lift, bend both knees, but don't collapse in that top leg. Here you want to straighten that leg. Straighten that top leg. Push out, obliques working, away from the floor. 2 more. 1 more, lift up, and all the way down. Wow, great job. Round over. And roll up. Woo. Get some water. Well done. Let's cool down. It's a good time. Get a drink of water. And here we go. Well done, you guys. Well done. My favorite cool down song. I'm really proud of you guys. You did a really good job. Any questions or concerns, you can reach me at vocalfit46@gmail.com. Hold on to the bar. Bring your feet or whatever you've got to hold on to. Now I want you to purposely arch your spine, bend your knees, and just fall back. Rolling up. Looking forward, get your wits amongst you. Take your leg closest to you. Place it on the bar. Now my feet are forward. I'm going to bring my arm up. And I'm going to go from belly button down. For those of you who are newer at this, you will feel a little tightness in your lower back. That is really common, and in your hips. Make sure you stretch as much as you can during the week. Lift up, slight hyperextension back. Bring the arm around, and again, come forward, and really just fall forward. Come up, turn your bottom foot out. Take your arm furthest away from you. Bring the arm around. And over again. Now I'm going to turn my back to you. And I'm going to rotate down. I'm holding on to something and I'm elevating my top leg. I'm bringing that leg down, taking that leg and pressing it back. Bending my elbows and leaning forward and stretching out my calf. If any of you get a chance, go on my Facebook and check out the song Imagine that I just did last night. Really nice arrangement. Bring that same leg across the body. Sit back down, stretching the hips, and loop. Rolling up, hold on to your foot. Now drive your butt forward as you drive your foot up. Stretching your quadricep. Facing me. Down you go. Bend your knees. Roll up. Releve. My head's cut off. Picture. I see that. Face the bar. I'm going to turn my back to you. Lift the arm up and roll down. Scoop up, slight hyperextension. This time, really drop your weight. Rolling up, turn your bottom foot out, hips are square, and reach over. Bring your hips forward. The arm goes back, and one more time, goes all the way over. I'm going to rotate my hips, and I'm going to drop down. I'm going to elevate my top leg. You don't have to. Rolling up, take the leg that was elevated, bring that back. Bend your elbows. So keep watching out for the next class, guys. I don't always find out from them until like kind of last minute. When I'm going to be teaching again. But again, once again, any questions? vocalfit46@gmail.com. Let me know if I can help you. Take that leg, same leg, drop it down, hips are square. Take that top leg, Stretch that quadricep. Bring that leg down. Put it right down. Lift up. Releve. There's my head. Thank you so much. Great job. We'll see you next time.